Hello, welcome to Teachers Workshop with Go Steps English. Thanks for watching. If you haven't already subscribed, I would appreciate the click and the push of the button, as it really does help the channel to grow and gives me an idea about who's watching. In this video, in this workshop, I will be taking you through a simple template I use for adult conversation classes. Slide 1. Lead in picture. As much information in the picture as possible, or as little, depending on what you want. Picture is related to the topic of the class and the subject you're going to be talking about. A great time to elicit known words and phrases. Warm up. A warm-up exercise, 5 minutes long. Review what you've been doing, preview what you're going to do, make it short, make it easy, give them a sentence to keep repeating whilst putting in vocabulary that you've learnt. I like using it to practice past tense because most foreign language learners are rubbish at past tense, bless them. Slide 3, subject. Subject title, make it clear what the class is about. They should already have had an idea. Now you're saying this is it. Leading question, so ask them something relevant to them about the topic, such as how do people find jobs in your country? How did you find your job? Lead in, ask them questions about themselves. Introduce some new vocabulary. Show them pictures, give them reveals, let them guess what it is, let them show you what they know already. This is a great way to see what they know. Grammar focus. Take those introduced vocabulary, nouns, words, and put them in a sentence, give them context. Take an example or a grammar element and show them and allow them to practice the new vocabulary with that grammar element. Build, build, build. Controlled practice. So this is a conversation class after all. It's not meant to be too structured. But as a teacher, I wouldn't be doing my job if I wasn't helping the students to improve. Controlled practice allows them to start hopefully using the introduced nouns, the new vocabulary and the grammar, whilst also extending that. Ask questions. So a class about jobs, ask general questions. These are general conversation class questions you will find on many websites all over the internet. This is a time when you can start asking more of the student to produce more, and you've given them the tools or some of the tools that will help them to do that. Related phrases and vocabulary. Increase what you're teaching them. Give them more ammunition, if you like, to load into the sentence gun. What a horrible analogy. Anyway, let's carry on. So for jobs, it could be phrasal verbs related to that topic. Could be idioms related to that topic. It could be extra vocabulary related to that topic. Depending on what they've shown already that they know, you may want to skip this. You may never get to this part if they're not knowing anything that you've already introduced. Or this might be good for a higher level where you're introducing where they may have known all the jobs or the introduced vocabulary, but they may not know these. I know a lot of phrasal verbs people are not aware of or are not familiar with on most levels. So there's something. Okay, in context gap fill. Put those related phrases, phrasal verbs or vocabulary, and get them to put them in a sentence or gap fill sentences. Okay, additional idioms and phrasal verbs. The one thing you have to be aware of, how much you teach them at once. How many new things you're teaching them. Don't overdo it. Don't blow their minds. You could do an activity where you say, you're the boss. You have to tell someone they have lost their job. End discussion. Again, the idea that this is a conversation class and not necessarily a textbook class, if you will. So you have to allow a lot of open conversation, but this is a good way to structure the class, to guide the student and to help them to produce good English. So let's complete the circle and start or end where we started, by discussing the topic, but at different aspects of the topic. Are there some jobs that men are better at than women? For instance, relating to jobs. The end discussion should be related to the beginning discussion, should allow them to use all the things that you've looked at and focused on during the class to then produce stronger, better structured English at the end. And thus leaving your class feeling confident and comfortable and happy that they've learnt. And they're more likely to rebook. As I say, thank you for watching. Hit that subscribe button, give it a good thwack, and make sure that you are notified of new videos that I put out. Sorry for being silly at the end, but these videos get quite boring. Thank you all for hitting that like and subscribe button. This will enable you to get further. Hello, welcome to the teacher workshop. In the workshop today, we will be looking at